most of you know me as Congressman Lungren's Chief of Staff, and that is my day-to-day job. But I'm a community activist. I've been born and raised in this new 8th Assembly District. I was born in Carmichael. I continue to live there with my wife and daughter. I've been a lifelong resident, actually, of Carmichael. It's been my privilege to serve this community in many different capacities, including 8 years on the Park Board in Carmichael, 2.5 years on the Planning Commission, honorary mayor of Carmichael, and I've just have a lot of strong roots having represented this district, the entire district actually, at the federal level on behalf of Congressman Lungren. So I've got a lot of experience with this district. This is a critical district for Republicans. This is a new district. It's an open seat in the sense that there is no incumbent. It's one that we can pick up. It's one of the 6 that we know that if we fight and we work hard, we will take this seat back and grow our numbers in the Assembly. But it actually takes people who are actually willing to fight, willing to raise the dollars that are necessary. I've got a great campaign team. I've got Jim Nygren, who knows this district, knows this well. He was the late Senator Dave Cox's consultant. I've got John Beauvais, who is my 3rd House fundraiser downtown. Lindsay Sychek, who's my district fundraiser. We've been able to raise a lot of dollars so far from the district, actually all from the district. We're a little over $60,000 right now. We're on track to get $150,000 for the primary. Endorsement-wise, we have almost every Republican elected official in this district supporting me, and we actually have some Democrats supporting me because they like our pro-jobs, pro-economy, and balanced budget approaches. So we've got Roberta McGlashan, we've got Susan Peters, former Sheriff John McGinnis, Congressman Dan Lungren, State Senator Tony Strickland, Assemblyman Kurt Hagman. Wow, we've got 4 of the 5 Citrus Heights council members endorsing me, Mayor David Sander, Vice Mayor Linda Budge, Rancho Cordova supporting me as well. So again, we've got a lot of great support in this district. I am so blessed to have so many people on board with my campaign, and I look forward and I look forward to the race, and I ask for your support tonight in helping us secure and growing our numbers in the state assembly.
Wow, good timing.
Right on.
Excellent. Okay, let's go for some questions. Ready to get the Israel question? Okay. Jeffrey.
I am pro-life. Do you want me to answer your question?
Whoever wants to ask it.
I am pro-religious liberty at the end of the day. So I'm pro-life, I'm Catholic. I'm pro-life, pro-traditional marriage, and I'm for the Second Amendment. And all for religious liberty. I think what the president is doing is an assault on everyone and every faith out there. The fact that he is trying to legislate, or mandating, excuse me, not even legislate, mandate that faiths have to participate in things that they are morally against.
The Constitution doesn't apply to him.
No.
Questions?
Yes.
Jim, what do you think about the SLU?
Well, I think it's actually a critical problem within our state, the fact that we have public employee unions who that are really at the heart of the problems within the Democratic Party and what's driving a lot of our budgetary problems. My wife is a non-member, but forced to participate in the SEIU as a state employee. But
All you know about it.
yeah, so she's very familiar and tells me all of the problems all the time. And she does not own purple anymore for the but you know, but at the end of the day, I think we definitely have to look at reforms.
It's glad you know we're trying to insert machines this year.
Sean.
One of the problems we have in the state legislature, particularly the assembly, is messaging. Having a cohesive, coherent, easy to defend, easy to argue message. What are your thoughts on if you get in, how can you help leadership to transform that?
And this is actually one of the fundamental problems that we have right now as Republicans, is that we actually don't stay on message. I've worked at many different levels, and one of the benefits of actually being Congressman Lungren's chief of staff is I've been in the minority, been in the majority, much better to be in the majority. But one of the things that we were actually that made us successful in 2010 on the House side of things was that at that point in time, and I'm being recorded, but I'm going to say it. I'm disappointed in certain things that Speaker Boehner is doing now. But when he was minority leader, he helped make sure that the House Republicans were on message. That we had one common thread that was going out to the entire country, giving hope, real hope, back to people to say we are the party that will work for real change and restore really a better America. And you saw that in the first vote of the stimulus bill. Not a single Republican voted for it. In the health care bill, not a single Republican voted for it. And we kept on message about what we stand for and what we're fighting for. We don't do that here in California. We really don't. We don't do it in any of our caucuses. We don't fight for what is really the priority. And so we get distracted every day. The Democrats throw out a ton of bad bills, right? We all know that. And what do? We respond to each individual bill. instead of actually focusing on what is it that we should be doing, keeping us on message, focusing on that. I've seen how to make that work. I will be a very vocal, whether it's a backbencher or whether I have to push my way to the front, person in the assembly, making sure that we all work together to keep on message, talk about the things that are important to Californians. Californians know Democrats are passing bad legislation, but we don't respond in a way that gives them an alternative. So we need to re-inspire California and convince the voters that we are the party of change for the future in California.
Other questions?
Can you talk about the budget you've set out and what your consultants think it's going to take to win this seat?
Like we said, here's the thing. We do have 4 Republicans running in this seat. The Democrats had 3. The speakers dropped one of theirs, so now there's 2. Remember, we have this open primary scenario now. So there's 4 Republicans, 2 Democrats. Top 2 go on no matter party. So that is a dilemma. That is a dynamic that we have to be aware of. We know that we need $150,000 by June to actually make it and to be successful in our minds, to be on top 2. We just have to be there. But again, no matter what you do, even no matter how much money you raise, everyone on the ballot is going to take some amount of votes. And that just shrinks our population. This is, right now, actually, the registration efforts that I'm working on with the party and just found some money for this week, we've shrunk the gap. We are now at 39 to 38 in this district. It is that close. But here's the problem. When we start shrinking our percentage points away, we start making it harder and harder for us to make sure we're top 2. So we're going to have to spend a lot of money, $150,000 is what I'm committed to doing. To win in the general, I'm going to need at least another $400,000 on top of that, but my goal is $500,000. So this is going to be a very expensive number, probably 1 or 2 target assembly seats in the state. There will be a lot of outside money playing in this district.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, everybody.
Good presentation. A lot of words.